What's up, 501? Have a little difficulty getting going tonight, You got me, Jimmy? Are we good?
I got you.
All right, cool. I'm going to try to share this also to the Slider Cut page. Let's see. I added it, and I think that's what threw it off. Page. I'll just leave it alone. People can see it here. We'll share it later after it's all said and done. Anyway, it's been a couple weeks since we had a show. I mean, we need to get back on a week-to-week basis. It's been kind of busy around here, so maybe after the holidays we'll get back to week-to-week, or at least a consistent 2 weeks.
Yeah.
But Jimmy's had a productive weekend. He's doing some painting, and Dolphins won today, so we'll get started off with that. We're Tua is looking good. We're getting back in the mix. I know you're not as optimistic about football as I am right now, but I feel like we're back. So anyway, let's start off with we got a big show tonight. We're going to do the question. I'm going to go ahead and do a question show. First person that gets this answer right gets a free entry next tournament. Any comments?
Yeah. Now remember, I'm not going to be able to see comments or anything, so
That's fine. I'm going to go to the 501 page now. There we go. All right. Man, I can't get it going tonight. Question to show. This is the 5th year of the Slider Cup. How many players have played in every Slider Cup? How many people have participated in every Slider Cup? That's the question. Pretty good question. I mean, at 5 teams, we had 14 teams last year, so let's see how many people. Looks like we're going to have 5 teams this year, maybe 6. Let's see how that goes. We'll start off with cabinet number 185, who had his big switch. Robbie and Case got first place. Rusty Eisenhower and Half Pint. He's been playing a lot lately. Nick and Cali Girl got second. Rusty and Half Pint got second, and then Nick and Cali Girl got third. Now you can tell I ain't done a show in a while. Hard Rider 116, Snack Cakes and Chappie. So you mean Bryce is going to have more podiums than you? Snack Cakes and Chappie, Toby and Swamp.
Played.
Do what?
I had played.
Oh, well, yeah. Joseph B. and Dave Burt got third. Glad to have Toby back. He's had a couple procedures, man. Glad he's battling through it and coming back. Deer season down, numbers, everybody's out hunting, and glad to have Joseph B. coming back, Dave Burt coming back. ACO World Singles, this is 10/29, Tuesday before Halloween. Had Zach Dawson, Brandon Lacewell, and then Jarrett Barks, first, second, and third. And you're probably going to hear Zach's name quite a bit and Brandon's name quite a bit. Had a big weekend in Tupelo. We'll get to that. BB number 56, blind draw. We did a chip draw, blind draw. I think more people are excited about the chip draw, blind draws because it takes out the Scoreholio algorithm, and it makes it. I don't know. It's a little more work on me, but I get it. But BB number 56 blind draw. Anthony and Ghost got first. And again, we will not do a ghost. I'll drop out before we do a ghost again. I heard a few complaints about the ghost and the blind draw, but it was the last 2 chips sitting there. That's just. But Anthony and Ghost got first. Rusty and Brad got second, and then Eric and Bustle got third. This was 2 weeks ago. I think this was 10:30. 501 number 181 switch. You got Jimmy Casey and Lil J. Your mom, Kim Baskins and Sheriff Ballou. And OG Sturt, Chris Martindale and Lewis got third. BYLP number 113, you got Sebastian and Larry Young. Brad and Easy got second, and then Labiak and Lee Chambers got third. 3 really good teams right there.
Yeah.
ACO senior singles. This was last Tuesday night. Got Rusty, Stoney, and Robbie Burton. We need more singles, man. Like, we need to get some more singles. I think we had 7, I believe, that night, which is a pretty decent number. But I know it's on a Tuesday night. I think we're going to have a big regional the week after Christmas. I think it's not 100% on the schedule, but we're looking at it that Saturday after Christmas. Again, not written in stone, but just kind of think about it. Women's, Jordan K. Been playing very well lately. Stacy, and then Jamie got third. So Jordan, Stacy, Jamie, women's, ACO singles, seniors. We also ran a co-ed that night. Brandon and Lisa got first place. Jordan and Hunter Hill got second place, and then Stacy and Easy got third. BB 57 switch. You got Anthony Kirk and Cheetah Girl, Easy and Sam, and then Jeff Clifton and JT. I was there, and I was like, I was talking to Anthony. I said, "When did you win?" Because I don't remember being there, but I wasn't there that night. 501 BYLP. All right, this is a subject that I want to talk about a little bit. I know that like switches are getting old. I mean, we've been running switches for 5 years. I mean, that's kind of why we've implemented the blind draws. I'm not a fan of the split switches. So many variables can happen. People leaving, people coming in late. I mean, it's hard to do those. I would like to run a BYLP. I mean, we always in Cabot. I mean, everybody comes to Cabot knows we always try to run a competitive in a more of a social fun tournament. Who's interested in running BYLPs down there with the lower PPR setting? Like, I'm totally cool with it. I think this time we ran it a little higher. There's probably a couple of players in here that probably shouldn't have been playing in it. Should have been playing down the other end. But I mean, I made the PPR. I didn't want to alienate the 7 PPR to 8 PPR person. You know, again, we ran ACO doubles on the other side. So I mean, if you didn't want to run ACO doubles, then I mean, you really had no option, which is fine. And I'm even not opposed to doing 3 brackets. I mean, it just cuts the payouts out. But running 3 different tiers of doubles down the line, you know. But yeah. I'd like to get some feedback if some of the people who don't want to play in the competitive side would like to play a BYLP, but just do a lower PPR average. Maybe do like I think we ran under 15.5. Maybe do under 14.5 or under 14.
Yeah, well, I mean, and that's there are good players playing that don't play ACO, so but at least that, no matter what you set the PPR at, you can, if somebody has an 8, they'll have to get with somebody that's a 6.
Yeah, no, I get it. And it's kind of wish I could see the comments here. There we go. Yeah, I can see the comments on here now. All right. Anthony said it's only working on YouTube. So we're not on Facebook. I see it on Facebook. So I don't know. Yeah, I see it on Facebook. All right, so I'd like to get some answers on the BYLP under 15.5 or under 15, or what y'all think on that. But
yeah,
I really like to do that. But again, if we did it on a night where we didn't run ACO World Doubles, like at what number do you put that at? You know what I mean? Where where it's more of a because I mean every night's not going to be
right. Well, and I think if it's not if we're not running ACO doubles, then that number needs to be, lower. It needs to be lower than 15.5.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Because if you are an 8, you should be playing on the other side.
Yeah, And the reason we're starting early, Zach, is because we're going to get the 501 business out of the way before we bring in the other captains and do the other stuff. So we're just trying to get it going. Switch number. Oh, sorry. The 501 BYLP under 15.5 was Taddy Case, first place. Taddy playing with his grandson. Brody and Regulator got second place. And then Bustle and Chappie got third place. I just want to keep it where it's fun for everyone. I want people to have fun on both ends. That's the ultimate goal.
Well, there again, people like to feel like they have a chance to win.
Yeah, and I get that. So that's why. That's the whole reason we started the competitive and
right,
not competitive. That's the whole reason we run 2 tournaments. But ACO World Doubles, Anthony and Hunter with a big win. I think they doubled it. Brandon and Lisa. Good job for them. And Phil and DK got third. So hopefully we'll find our stride. DK's probably a little upset right now to see the Chiefs just lost.
Oh, did they?
I think we got several Chiefs fans on here, and the Bills just beat them. And I hate the Bills and the Chiefs. So I was really hoping the Chiefs beat the Bills because we're in the same division, but I was just watching the game. But anyway, ACO World Doubles, you got Anthony and Hunter first place, Brandon and Lisa second, and Phil and DK got third. Switch 182, got Rogelio and Terry Gauss. Case Slice, Kim, glad she come back, man. She's a baller. Kim's a baller. She goes to Hard Rider a lot. She's right down the middle. So I'm glad to have her back. Case Slice and Jeff, my name is Jeff, got second. And then OG Outlaw, Scotty Jackson made a return to VFW. And Sword got third. So we had some people we're not accustomed to having. And glad to have them back. So ACO blind draw. We ran a double elimination BYLP or teams, and then we ran a blind draw after. Brad and Hunter Hill got first in the blind draw. Lewis Hudson and Chris Labiak got second, and then Jamie and Mershon got third. Did Jimmy leave me? You all right? Can you hear me? I don't know what's going on with you. Hard Rider 118, I missed a Hard Rider. No, they skipped a week. Hard Rider 118, Jordan and Jamie got first. Brad Eisenhower and Randy got second. And then Bustle and Swamp Rabbit got third. So Jordan and Jamie, Brad and Randy, Bustle and Swamp Rabbit. ACL World Singles. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I couldn't hear you. You froze up there for a little bit, and then I couldn't hear you. So,
well, I just the screen kept going black. ACL World Singles, we got Zach Dawson, Hunter Hill. Hunter Hill made it to the King seat, balling, man. Like he beat, I think he beat Zach, then Sebastian, then Brandon, or Zach, Brandon, Sebastian. Hunter was balling, got to the King seat, man. That was a loaded field, man. You think 32 players. And like every time you went to the board, like you had a challenge, so it's kind of cool. I just remember a day when we would have 7-8 singles, and then on a Tuesday night we're getting 32 with just points only, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah.
It was a fun night to watch. But Hunter made it to the King seat. Zach double dip. I think BB is 6 for 6 in double dips. And I think whoever makes the King seat has not won a BB regional yet in singles. So the curse of the King seat is alive in BB. So good job, then. Good job, Hunter. Made a run, got 1 doubles Friday night, and then won the blind draw, 1 single. So he had a hell of a run for hell of a 3 or 4 day run there. BB number 58. You got Nick and Miranda. This was another chip draw, blind draw. And when I instantly seen Nick and Miranda on the team, I was like, man, that's gonna be the team to beat. Nick and Miranda got first. Regulator and myself got second. And Chris K, I think he's on. He had a pretty good weekend in Tupelo too. I don't know if you met him yet, Jimmy. He's the guy that we traded for Austin Potts, essentially.
Oh,
So,
okay.
yeah, Austin moved to that area, to the Gulf Coast, and this guy moved here. So, basically, it was an even trade because Duke can throw some bags. He's an OTT thrower. Chris K and Charles V got third. So that's it on the 501 stuff. Now we'll get to Tupelo. We're still waiting on the captains to join in. Let me check the guesses on how many players. Nick says 26. That's not right. I can't believe you can't see any comments. I'm pretty upset about that.
Yeah, I cannot. Like I said, I'm having to be on my phone, so it doesn't show comments on my phone. It does when I'm on my laptop, but I can't seem to remember my password to Facebook. So,
well, hopefully the captains will start jumping on here in a second. Waiting on Anthony and Scott and Zach Mitchell. So I sent y'all a new link. Let me make sure. All right, sorry. I sent them another link just to make sure. Tupelo, I asked everybody this morning to send me results, so I'm just kind of going in the order that I read them. So it's no particular order, so no one get their feelings hurt. Kobe got 17th in singles. Him and Zach with a K won doubles. They're 2 for 2 in ACO majors. Pretty stoked for them, man. That's a huge accomplishment. I'm not sure how many teams were in Tupelo this weekend, maybe 150, 160. But I mean, they've won 2 majors. One, I think the first one had 201 teams, and then this one with 150 plus teams or 140 plus teams, whatever it is. But I mean, still, when you get that many teams, that's a huge feat. Got to the tournament and just kicked ass again, man. I think they've won, or I think they've lost 1 or 2 ACO games, period. So that's pretty cool. I mean, I know they have a loss to me and DK in Cabot, but it wasn't ACO, so don't really count for their record. But we did beat their ass. But good job to them, man. They both had a good weekend. Kobe got 17th in co-ed. I'm not sure who his co-ed. I didn't write his co-ed partner. Lisa Hill got 2nd in co-ed with Brandon. Another good run. I think everybody was watching on Friday. I think Brandon shot a 10 plus, 10-5 through co-ed. And I think we can all agree that he shit the bed in the championship game. The second game. Yeah. I think he shot a 6. He called me right after, said, which he was in a good mood. I mean, considering. He's like, cannot believe I just did that. But good job to them, man. Like they had a good run. In Branson and co-ed, they've had several good runs. So they got 2nd co-ed, I think 60 teams. So kudos to them. Lisa got 7th in women's, 13th in doubles with Brandon, and then 7th in singles in her bracket. So sorry, so we got a captain coming in. You have to connect your camera. Cheetah Girl got 33rd in women's, 25th in co-ed with Nick, 5th in tier 3 singles, and then 2nd in tier 3 doubles with Wendy. So good job, Cheetah Girl. Her and Andrew went. I don't know Andrew's results. And again, I didn't go look everybody up. Danny, you'll need to go in and hook your mic up. Hook your mic and camera up before I can add you. Jordan, tier 4 doubles with Jamie. They got 5th place. They got 2nd, or she got 2nd in tier 2. No, sorry, 17th in tier 2 singles, 17th in women's, and then 5th in her bracket in singles. And that's pretty good because all the brackets were pretty loaded. So I'm assuming she made main bracket. Zach Dawson got ninth with Ginger Hughes in co-ed. Again, first in doubles with Kobe. And then he got fifth in his bracket, singles bracket. Next is Mershon. Got to get his dude some props, won his bracket, coming home with some hardware, coming home with a plaque. So he won his tier in singles. So that's pretty sweet. I don't know. I need the captains to get on. You want to jump over and message them and tell them to jump on? All right, we got 870 here. Got Danny. I guess I'm waiting on Scott Scrivener. Who I'm waiting on. Got Jamie. She got ninth in tier 4 singles, fifth in tier 4 doubles with Jordan, 25th in co-ed. Not sure who she played co-ed with. And she got 25th in women's. Hunter Hill, 17th in co-ed with Jordan, 13th in his bracket singles, 9th in doubles with Anthony, and got 5th in blind draw. Chris K, who we were just talking about, got 3rd in blind draw, 17th in doubles, 25th in singles, and then 1C got 2nd in co-ed, 3rd in singles, and whatever it was, 17th and 13th in doubles. So, all right, we got some. I think that's it. Anything else?
No.
The guesses for how many players have played in every Slider Cup in Arkansas. You are way off. Nick's the closest so far. But anyway, we'll get to Slider Cup.
Let's get on.
Yeah, we'll head him on. Look at this pretty guy right here, 870. This team to beat, the reigning champs right here. You got the trophy. I see it now.
You already know.
Well, that's gonna be in a new home this weekend. So enjoy your last night with it. Take it to bed with you. Huh?
Don't do that. You're gonna jinx.
I ain't jinxing nothing. Because
Okay.
you are gonna win it.
501.
Danny, are you what team?
501. The big 501 team.
Do what?
Team 2 is going to win if it's going to be any 501.
Thank you.
Who is Danny? Are you there?
Your mic's turned off if you're there.
Yeah, your mic's turned off.
Yeah, this thing. And with C4.
Okay, you're C4. Okay, I got you. Okay. I was just making sure. And now we got Mountain Home jumping in. All right, so we got a full squad here. Okay, good. So I guess we'll start with. I guess I'll go back on a little history of the Slider Cup. We started this thing 4 years ago. We played our first Arkansas State Slider Cup in Conway at St. Joe's at Gym, and we had 870, A-Town, above the cut, us, and then 870, right? 870, A-Town, above the cut. Who am I missing?
501.
Northwest Arkansas. So second year we had 9 teams. Third year we have 14 teams, and then this year we just had some difficulty. We had some teams drop out, and it's just been kind of busy, and so got a few less teams this year, but nonetheless we're gonna have a good time and make the best of it. So I guess I see Whitney, or you're on here. Are you gonna keep up with everybody? Are you gonna write everybody down, or do I need to do that, or you just how you want to do this?
I'm gonna attempt to.
So do y'all want to go from 16 down, or do you want to go start at the 1 seed, or how y'all want to handle this?
Work our way down.
All right, we'll go 16 down. 870, y'all won last year. Go 870. 870, and then 501, and then C4, and then 501, and then Mountain Home. So we'll go in that order in singles. So, Zach, just start with your 16 seed.
All right, so we got Eric Reynolds at our 16 seed.
Eric Reynolds. Okay. 501 to be myself, Phil. And then Danny. Danny, C4. Danny, there?
Yeah, I don't have the seed.
Yeah, Danny, your 16 seed.
Yeah, I don't have the seed.
You don't have the seed?
No, Scott has those. I just got those.
You don't have your seeds for Saturday?
Yeah, we can't hear you.
Yeah, I do not have the seed. Scott has those.
Is
I
Scott
can't
going
hear
to
him.
get? He says he does not have the seeds. Scott has them.
Oh, okay. Is he going to send them over to you?
Good question. I thought he would be on here.
All right, we'll just go. Anthony or Jimmy, but you're next.
16 will be Jamie Smith.
All right. And then Mountain Home, Anthony.
It'll be Brian Townsend.
Brian
Mm-hmm.
Townsend. Okay. All right, you can go ahead, Mountain Home, with your 15.
That's going to be Shane Cagle.
Shane, I remember that name from last year. Shane Cagle. Jimmy?
Yep.
Stony Tinkle.
Stoney. All right, C4 don't have his. Ours will be Miranda Wolf. And 870. Zach, what's your 15?
Jeremy Hudson. Paul.
I can't hear you.
Jeremy now it's Kenny Hall.
Okay.
Kenny Hall.
And I'll take your 14 too, Zach.
All right, we got Jake Garner.
Jake. I just saw him on the show. Our 14 will be Bud Burgess. Jimmy.
My 14 is Trampus Sisson.
And Anthony.
Ron Prouty.
All right, Mountain Home, you're 13.
Mike Adams.
Jimmy.
13 is John Holman.
Mine is DK, Dustin King. Zach, give me 2, 13 and 12.
13, Sarah Martin, and 12, Colton Peacock.
All right, my 12 is Jeff Clifton. Danny, if you don't have your seeds, you can jump off if you want. I can take you off if you don't have them.
Yeah.
He said, yeah.
Okay. All right, Jimmy, you're 12.
My 12 is Brian Manning.
All right. Anthony, I'll take 12 and 11.
All right. 12 is Jason Prouty.
Okay.
And 11's Daryl Stone.
All right. Jimmy.
My 11 would be Jordan Kirk.
All right. My 11 is Taddy Hill. And Zach, I'll take 2.
11, Drew Smith. 10, Colin Kingston.
All right, my 10 is Dustin Harper. You, Jimmy.
Number 10, Lindsey Burgess.
Cheetah girl. And Anthony with 2.
My 10 will be Sherman Cochran
Sherwin.
and Sherman.
Okay, Sherman. Sorry.
Yeah,
Okay.
Sherman Cochran. And 9 will be Neil Rasmussen.
Okay. Jimmy.
My 9 will be Fred Metcalf.
Fred. Happy birthday, Fred, by the way.
Yeah.
My 9 is Hunter Hill. And 870 with 2.
We got 9, JT McDowell.
Okay.
8, Zoe Gant.
All right. My 8 is Anthony Kurt.
My 8 will be Matt Mershon.
Mershon. And Anthony with 2.
All right, my 8 is Rick Gillespie.
Okay.
And then 7 will be Sean Dowdy.
All right, Jimmy.
My 7 is Andrew Burrows.
Zookeeper. My 7 is Nick Sample. And Zach with 2.
Got Spencer Gardner at 7. And 6 would be Terry Linderman.
Terry Linderman.
Well, I bet that dude's happy with Trump winning, ain't he? Probably can't tell Terry nothing right now.
Probably didn't even.
I'm ready to see him. My 6 is Brad Eisenhower.
See, my 6 will be Chris Labiak.
Man, that's a good little matchup right there. All right, Mountain Home with 2.
All right, my 6th is John Walk.
Okay.
And 5 is Dennis Carter.
All right, Jimmy.
Hang on, I'm writing too. So let's see. My 5, Rusty Eisenhower.
All right, my 5 is Lisa Hill. And Zach with 2.
We got Kamer Bryant at 5. And Scott Mitchell at 4.
I know I said on the live yesterday, but man, yeah, hey, that was fun watching y'all play like that. Like it was cool to see you get back up there, and we go way back. It was cool to see y'all ball out like that. You know, Wes. I always say Wes is the best person in Arkansas no one knows about, and man, I love seeing that dude ball out, man. So it's kind of cool. So my 4 is Ryan Seaton. Jimmy.
My 4 is Robbie Burton.
All right, and Mountain Home with 2.
All right, my 4 is Lee Hollingsworth.
Okay.
And 3 is Kevin Inskeep.
I think I played him last year. Jimmy.
Let's see. My 3 is Travis Swaim.
All right. My 3 is Kobe Baskins. And Zach with 2.
We got Wes at 3 and myself at 2.
That means you know who their 1 is.
Brandon Lacewell at 2. He's doing my 1 seed, man. He gave up his 1 seed this year, man.
My 2 will be Lee Chambers.
And Mountain Home with 2.
All right. Number 2 is Garrett Rasmussen.
Okay.
And then 1 is myself, Anthony Galuso.
Okay. Gotcha. You taking the gauntlet?
We discussed it, and it was a tough decision.
All right, you got Jimmy.
Yeah, my 1 is Ethan Reeves.
All right, cool. My 1 is Zach Dawson with a K. All right, and so it'll be Sebastian.
Yeah.
All right, that's single, man. We got some matchups. I think everybody's been waiting on this, man. Everybody wants to know who they're going to play. I mean, they're probably on Scoreholio right now looking up their PPR and SPR, and it's kind of cool, man. So it gives you a whole week to kind of scope it out and figure it out. So, Danny, you still there? I didn't know if he left.
Yeah, I'm still here.
I didn't know if he got the seeds or not. So,
No, I tried to reach Scott, but he didn't respond.
okay, that's cool. Well, I'll just leave you on here just in case he reaches out. All right, so now we got doubles. We got 1, 2. If you want, we'll start with Mountain Home, Zach. So that way I ain't gotta go first. We'll go with 8, 7, 6, 4. All right, Mountain Home, your 8 seed doubles.
It's got Mike Adams and Brian Townsend.
Mike Adams, Brian Townsend.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Jimmy.
My 8 will be Jordan Kirk and Jamie Smith.
My 8 is Jeff Clifton and Miranda. And then Zach with 2.
We got Kenny and Eric at 8, and Sarah Colton at 7.
Sarah and who?
Colton, Peacock.
Okay. All right. R7 is Phil and DK.
My 7 is Stony Tinkle and Trampus.
Okay. And then Mountain Home with 2.
All right. 7 is Ron and Jason.
Ron.
Ron and Jason. And then my 6 will be Shane and Lee.
All right. My 6 will be Chris Labiak and John Holman.
All right. My 6 is, thought I had it memorized. Let's go Brad Eisenhower and Taddy. And then 870 with 2.
Got JT and Drew. And 5 will be Jake and Spencer.
I'm surprised Spencer ain't cut him yet.
He's working on it.
Cut O'Dad. R5 will be Nick Sample and Dustin Harper.
I'm thinking Jake and Spencer go undefeated.
Do what?
Jake and Spencer go undefeated this year.
I don't know. I think Nick and Harper are going to have something to say about that. That's going to be a fun game right there.
My 5 will be Cheetah Girl and Mershon.
you go.
All right, and Mountain Home with 2.
All right, my 5 is Sherman and Daryl. And then 4 is Dennis and John.
All right, my 4 is Rusty and Brian.
Rusty, E, and Brian Manning. My 4 is Bud and Seaton. Christopher Ryan Seaton. All right, and A70 with 2.
All right, Colin at 4. And
Colin and who?
we got Colin and Cayman.
Okay.
And then we got Scott and Terry at 3.
Ooh.
Oh,
Man, they going back old school with that team right there.
right.
I remember when they played them on the pavement, man. That'd be 100 degrees at Ashley Furniture Store parking lot in Searcy.
Yeah, in
And,
Cersei, yeah.
They went home not winning that day, so that was got tall trash to Scott. So we're on 3, right? My 3 is
3.
Anthony Kirk and Hunter Hill.
All right, my 3 is Ethan Reeves and Fred Metcalf.
Easy and Fred. All right, and Anthony with 2.
All right, 3 is Kevin Inskeep and Sean Dowdy. And then my 2nd is Neil Rasmussen and Rick Gillespie.
You said Rick
Yeah, Rick.
Gillespie.
All right, so my 2.
Man, if y'all knew what this pad looked like right now, a lot of people that don't watch the show, they're watching right now, like straight chicken scratch. I mean, like there's no way. Like if you ask me when Brandon calls me when this is over and say who's playing who, I'm gonna say I don't know. We got to go back and watch.
Hang on, let me call Jimmy because he'll call me and say, now who'd you get?
Well, send me a picture of it because this is straight trash right here, you know. But
we're on
anyway.
2, right? My 2 is Robbie Burton and Andrew Burrows.
Robbie and Zookeeper. My 2 is Brandon and Lisa. And 870.
We got Sebastian Zoe at 2. Myself and Wes at 1.
Yeah, I'm
Hey,
glad.
Sebastian and who?
I'm glad y'all did that because I want to see a rematch.
Well, I'm just going to keep it real. They won the last one. We win the next one. That's how it's been.
Hey, who was Sebastian's partner?
Zoe.
But it'll still be a fun game either way.
Well, just because I know they want me to say this, I'm going with the Slim Reapers as the 1 seed. Kobe and Zach.
So my 1 is Travis Swaim and Lee Chambers.
Man, that's a pretty solid 1.
Like that.
And Mountain Home.
Our number 1 is myself and Garrett.
Sweet. All right, quads. All right, we'll start with Mountain Home again. Mountain Home, 501, C4.
You didn't have all the pre-written out.
Well, I didn't know if I was keeping notes or somebody else keeping notes. Man, I was just kind of winging it, man. You know, I've been tailgating since 10 o'clock this morning, Jimmy. Like, so,
Yeah.
And I was prepared, but I wasn't prepared. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, Sundays for football. All right, Mountain Home, your 4 seed quads.
All right, I got Mike Adams, Jason Prouty, Ron Prouty, and Brian Townsend.
You got Mike. You said Ron.
Mike, Ron, Jason, and Brian.
All right, cool.
Let's see. My 4 seed will be John Holman, Jordan Kirk, Rusty Eisenhower, Stoney Tinkle.
All right, mine is Miranda, Jeff Clifton, Taddy, and Brad Eisenhower. 870. Just give me one. We'll go back to Mountain Home since we're almost done.
All right. So we got Sarah, Colton,
Sarah, Colton.
Kenny,
Okay.
and then Eric.
Eric. Okay. All right, Mountain Home, you're 3.
I got Dennis, John, Shane, and Lee.
All right, Jimmy.
My 3, Fred, Lindsay, Trampus, Jamie.
All right, R3 is Nick, Lisa, Anthony, and Hunter. All right, Zach.
All right, 3, Jay.
Yeah.
Spencer, JT, and Drew.
I don't think I ever met him. Drew.
Kind of like Wes. He's a sleeper.
I don't think Wes is a sleeper anymore.
Mm-mm.
Hey.
All right, Mountain Home.
He can throw some bag.
2 seed, right?
2
Yeah,
seed.
2 seed.
Okay. I got Neil, Rick, Sherman, and Daryl.
All right, Jimmy.
2 seed, Chris Labiak, Andrew Burrows, Matt Mershon, Brian Manning.
You got Seaton, DK, Harper, and Phil. 2 seed. All right, Zach.
We got Scott, Terry, Cayman, Colin.
I heard Cayman and who?
All right, you got Scott, Terry, Cayman, and Colin.
Well, that's solid. All right, Mountain Home.
We got myself, Garrett, Kevin, and Sean.
Is it SHAWN or UN or AUN?
You could just say my wife is better than me because that's what we call him over here. But no, it's WN.
Well, hey, we got one of those on the show, and he's right there. His name is Jimmy Johnson.
All right, my 1, Ethan, Travis, Lee, Robbie.
All right, our 1 seed is Slim Reapers, Brandon, Slim Reapers, and Air Miller Die. That's who it is. Slim Reaper, Bud, Brandon, Zach, and Kobe. All right, 870.
Then we got myself, Wes, Sebastian, and Zoe.
All right, we're set. I think all the captains need to. I think all the captains need to email their rosters and emails like their scoreholio email to Whitney. I think it's Arkansas State Cider Cup at, I don't know, I'll post it in the link, but I think it's on there. But good luck to everyone this weekend. I think we're going to kick it off with a switch or a blind draw Friday night in Paragould at the fairgrounds. And is Whitney on here? I think we're going to start at hopefully 9, but probably 8 on Saturday. And running 32 courts. Hopefully we're out there, by 9, 10 o'clock, I would imagine. But any questions or anything?
No. Other than, are we going to get C4s?
I think Scott will probably just post it, I would imagine.
Post on slider page.
Yeah, that'll work.
All right, cool. All right, well, I appreciate it, guys. Appreciate y'all jumping on. Thank you. Good luck this week, and we'll see you this weekend. May all your beer stay cold and all your bags go in the hole. We'll see y'all this weekend, Arkansas State Cider Cup.
See y'all.
All right. See ya.
Go 5.